legs, and he comes into our list at number 10. Deepak is an Indian boy being called God Boy. This is because his village believes he is a reincarnation of a Hindu god Vishnu. Deepak was born with 8 limbs, and this is due to a parasitic twin that was unborn and was attached to him. So his unborn twin became conjoined at his abdominal area. So his twin is very much alive, and he's growing, and he's feeding off of his body. Soon Deepak's body won't be able to support his twin, and his body's gonna start to shut down. This is when doctors decided to take the chance to go through with the intricate and expensive surgery to remove. In 2007, 15 surgeons performed an operation, and guess what? It was a success. Now he's going on to live a very normal life. Okay, the real life vampire comes in at number 9. Well, they're not real vampires, but I'm talking about these brothers right here. So this is 11-year-old George and his brother 13-year-old Simon Cullen. They suffer a very rare vampire-like syndrome that leaves them very sensitive to the sun. They are from Sudbury, Suffolk. They suffer from hypohidrotic ectodermal dysplasia, or HED for very short. With this condition, the boys cannot sweat and must avoid sunlight because this overheats them. Because of this, kids make fun of them. They are bullied all the time. Some people even question if these kids have leukemia. HED is an incredible rare, and only 7,000 people in the world have this condition. When they were born, everything was normal, and the nurse put them under a heating lamp to keep them warm. But after just a few minutes, they were getting blisters all over their body, so that was a bad idea. Now at number 8, we have the kid who doesn't sleep. I'm talking about Liam Derbyshire, a teenage boy who's been defying doctors and the odds his whole life. He has been cheating death daily, and that's because he was diagnosed with hypoventilation, which makes it impossible for him to draw a breath automatically. At night times, his parents have to hook him up to a respirator that breathes for him. His parents also have to keep Liam awake. He isn't even able to take a nap. Doctors said that he doesn't even have a chance to making it on past 6 weeks, but here he is today defying odds. Every day that Liam is alive is a blessing, and is very lucky to be breathing. Okay, so coming in at number 7, we have a very rare case where Manar Meg shocked the world when she was born with 2 heads. She was born in Egypt. The rare condition occurred when the embryo split in the womb, but the second twin didn't fully develop. It's unbelievable, but the second twin is alive and is able to smile and move her mouth a little bit. So the second twin is alive but doesn't have any body or arms or legs. It's literally just a head. So the twins are attached at the head. They were taken to the hospital where doctors performed an intense 13-hour operation to try to separate them. And this happened when they were 10 months old. Separating them means one of them would lose their life. But this is in order to try to save the other one. This is a very difficult decision made by the parents. But it was a successful surgery. But sadly, at the age of 2 years old, she was rushed to the hospital with a fever where she lost her life. And this is because she had way too many infections. In at number 6, we have a genius savant who can memorize everything, and I'm talking about Kim Peek, or more commonly known as the real-life Rain Man. Yes, from the movie. Tom Cruise was the main character in it. Dustin Hoffman played him back in 1988. Kim Peek suffers from savant syndrome, which is a condition in which a person demonstrates profound abilities in which it far out exceeds what is considered to be normal. Kim Peek has brain abnormalities that doesn't allow him to communicate with people, but he's able to memorize everything. Kim Peek is so genius with memorization that he can take a book, read the left page with his left eye, read the right page with his right eye, and his brain puts them in order. NASA has tested out how much information he can store in his brain, and it just seems to be endless. Anything he has read in the past, he can remember. In at number 5, we're talking about Didi Kaswara, who suffers from epidermal dysplasia verruciformis, which is simply known as the tree man syndrome. Didi is an Indonesian fisherman who has been suffering from this rare skin disease. It occurred when he cut his leg when he was aged 10 years old, and it got infected. Small warts sprouted out of the wound, which eventually spread to his feet and hands. The accident happened about 30 years ago. When pictures of him were posted on the internet, he became an internet sensation. He had surgery in the past to get it removed, but it just comes back more aggressively. Alright, moving on to Fish Boy, and he swims in to number. This right here is 8-year-old Fan Jinhong, who was born in eastern China province of Welling. At birth, he was born with a rare genetic condition called ichthyosis, which leaves him with itchy scales all over his body. Both of his parents are carriers of this genetic disease, but they didn't show any symptoms themselves. His whole life he has been in unbearable pain. And he's also suffering from overheating, which causes him to be extremely itchy all the time. But scratching it just makes it worse. So he's in a really hard position to be in. Now we have 26-year-old Lizzie Velasquez, and she suffers from a very rare congenital disease, which means she isn't able to accumulate body fat, and she comes in to number 3. Because of this, she has to eat all the time just to stay alive. Lizzie has very close to 0% body fat and consumes about 5,000 calories a day. Her condition has also left her blind in one eye, and her right eye is very limited. This is so rare that only 2 other people are known to have it in history. The condition is similar to many conditions, especially progeria. However, her condition is not terminal, but every day is an achievement that she is still alive. University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center have medical researchers who are very interested in learning about her super rare condition. Okay, so Bojana Danilovic comes in at number 2. She is a 30-year-old woman who sees everything upside down. She is from Serbia, and she suffers a rare brain condition called spatial orientation phenomenon. So for a regular person, we see things and our brain flips them to make them the right way. But for her brain doesn't flip it, and everything remains upside down. Her parents said when she first started to crawl, she would crawl backwards. And when she started to walk, again, she would be walking backwards. All her life growing up, no one can figure out what was going on with her. American scientists have been researching her condition, and so far they haven't come up with any explanation to what is going on. And of course, this is because it's very unique. Next, coming in at number 1, we have Adam Rayner, who is the only person in recorded history to be a dwarf and suffer from giantism. He is believed to suffer from acromegaly, and at the age of 18 years old, way back in 1917, he measured 4 feet tall and he was done growing. His height is a characteristic of dwarfism. Growing up, Adam developed a pituitary tumor where he had a dramatic growth spurt. So in 1931, he grew to 7 foot 2 inches, which has classified him as a giant. This caused him to be bedridden for the rest of his life, and the growing didn't stop, and his health started to decline rapidly. He passed away in 1950 at the age of 51 years old, and he died measuring 7 feet 8 inches tall. Well, there you guys have it. This was the top 10 video of people who suffer from very rare conditions. Let me know what you guys think, or who do you guys think should have been in the number 1 spot, or did I miss anyone? And also, what top 10 do you guys want to see next? That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next Friday. I can't reach the damn camera. So let me know if you guys enjoyed these videos. If you guys do, don't forget to hit that like button. This channel has been blowing up. We just passed 100,000 subscribers, which is insane. I can't wait for the next 100,000 or for the million. If you guys want more videos, don't forget to subscribe, which is located just below me. But it seems like you guys already know that. I make these videos every single Friday. So I'll see you guys on next week for TJF Friday again. Bye.